For the second time in India's history, the union budget was presented on a Sunday. And keeping in accordance with existing norms, the stock exchanges were also open for a special trading session. Now, investors reacted to the announcements in real time. Stocks were down significantly as the markets didn't take to the finance minister's 1 hour and 25-minute budget speech too well. Nifty ended over 1% lower. Sensex closed more than 1% in the red. And that was largely due to a hike in transaction taxes. Futures and options trading will get costlier, especially for high-frequency traders and wealthy players. STT's security transactions tax will increase to 0.05%, and options will be at 0.15%. Stock buybacks will get cheaper for investors, but more expensive for promoters. The budget was clear on its focused spending plan. The capital expenditure was increased to 12.2 trillion rupees or $318 billion. NRIs and foreign portfolio investors get major reprieve, largely due to increased investment limits. Government expects to receive 3.16 trillion rupees from the Reserve Bank of India and public sector banks in financial year 27.
One of the big things of this government right from the start is the great emphasis on macro fiscal stability. Okay, so this we saw during the pandemic, which was when I was not in government, and when it was done very carefully, and so on. So that underlies the whole approach to fiscal stability, but it's kind of even more important today because the fiscal restraint makes it possible for monetary policy to play a bigger role. So we know from history that one of the good things is when you are in a period of uncertainty, you want to have a relatively tighter fiscal policy and then allow monetary policy to be more expansive if needed. So that combination has historically in countries across the world proved to be the best way of dealing with it.
In terms of schemes, the finance minister announced the launch of India Semiconductor Mission 2.0 that will give 40,000 crore rupees for electronics components production. Launch of Biopharma Shakti with an outlay of 10,000 crore rupees. Launch of a 2,000 crore rupees subsidy for UPI and RuPay. Highlighting the government's infrastructure push, FM announced the launch of 7 high-speed rail corridors. Khelo India mission was launched to put more money in domestic sports, and rare earth corridors announced in 4 states. No major announcements related to personal income tax were made. Certain sectors were set to benefit. Some items like microwave ovens and drugs for rare cancers are set to get cheaper. Taxes were cut on overseas education and medical remittances, personal use imports, nuts, fish caught by Indian fishermen, nuclear power goods, among others. Now, some are set to become costlier though. Income tax misreporting, alcoholic liquor, minerals, scrap sales, and duties on chewing tobacco, gutka, hiked to 60% from 25%.